Hello, in this video I'm going to be talking about what happened to Harvey. This is Harvey. Harvey's my Grand Prix horse. If you follow me, I've probably heard a little bit that I've talked about how Harvey has had some surgeries this year and it's been just a tough year for him, but he's doing well, and so I just wanted to film like the full story and the full update. And the reason I wanted to share this is because I think all of us, when we have horses, we go through hard times with them where they're sick or they're injured, and going through those times with your horse is so hard. Like, it's so upsetting and so disheartening, and the highs are really high with horses and the lows are really low. So I'd love to hear if you want to share a story of something that you've overcome or maybe that you're going through right now with your horse. And I hope that today I can share with you a little what I went through with Harvey and hopefully give you some encouragement or some suggestions to help you along in your journey with your horse. So what happened with Harvey is, like, about 4 years ago, he developed a bursitis in his Newcomb ligament. So it was actually on the other side, but it was like a little bump that appeared here. And he had a surgery where they flushed it out. They don't really know why he got it or what caused it, but the surgery didn't work. And so then he had a hard bump with scar tissue, and it kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And he was competing Grand Prix, like he was doing everything, but I could tell that it was becoming harder and harder for him to flex and to bend in his pull. So I went and I had a CAT scan done, and they were like, yeah, okay, it's like bad, it's damaging everything. And so they went in and they flushed it out again. And the first surgery, they got all these like fibrin. I'll post a picture here. They were like these weird potato chip looking things that they got out of the bursa. And he came home and it was like terrible. Like right away it got all swollen and all hot, and he was so uncomfortable. It was really awful. So I took him back down and they ran all these tests, and they were like trying to figure out if there was an infection in there, but no infection, nothing. So the vet, who was a wonderful vet, his name is Dr. Huggins from San Luis Rey, and he did a bunch of research, and he was like, the only thing that we could try would be to take out the entire bursa. And it was a really scary surgery because he'd never done it before, and there were only like 3 or 4 papers or studies of other horses that had ever had the surgery done. And I think when you're making a hard decision like that with your horse, you always want to get as much information as you can from everyone involved. So I talked to the vet a lot. I did a lot of research online, and I kind of weighed the options, knowing that, you know, leaving things the way they were, he couldn't live like that. Like, he wasn't going to be able to survive. He wasn't going to be able to be in a pasture, and certainly I wasn't going to be able to ride him. So I decided to do the surgery, which was scary, and he did okay for the surgery. I had no idea how hard the recovery from that surgery would be, because basically they took out like a fist size thing. The bursa was so enlarged that it was the size of the fist. So they took out this fist size thing, and then you can see it actually looks quite good. You can see there's some little baby scars, but not bad. And he used to have like a huge lump here. So I'll post some before and after photos of me riding. But after that surgery, he came home and they basically left it open to heal from the inside out. So every day I had to stick a tube in there and flush it with antibiotics and saline. And Harvey was such a good boy about it. Like, he let me doctor him, and I knew it was really painful for him, but he was just such a good boy about letting me help him through it. It took, I want to say, like 2.5 months for it to heal up. And every night, I just remember I was so stressed, just thinking that the bandage was going to get caught somewhere, because he had a bandage around his neck to keep it protected. or that he was going to get like a horrible infection. He actually did get a MRSA bacterial infection in there, so I was giving him tons of antibiotics, which is of course hard on the rest of his system, hard on his kidneys, hard on everything. So it was really hard, and I'm definitely very grateful for all the support in my life. My husband was incredibly supportive. My mom was incredibly supportive. Because there were times where I thought, you know, I should just stop. Like, he spent about a month in the hospital. He went back and forth to the hospital a few times, and I felt like it was not great for him. Like, I really worried about his psychological state, being locked in a hospital, and at one point they had to put like a drain up there, so there were like tubes coming out of him, and he's a really sensitive horse. So I think it's important with horses to, you know, do the best you can for them, do everything you can, but then also there's a time when enough is enough, you know, and I was pretty close to that line with Harvey, where I was like, all right, if he doesn't get better, if this doesn't heal up, if that big wound doesn't heal up, then maybe it's his time. And that, of course, was really hard and really sad. But I listened to him. I listened to my vets. I had a great team to help me. And the cool thing is that he came through it, and it did heal up, and it's so much better now. And it's like his neck looks way better. So we actually did our first Grand Prix last weekend since he had his surgery, which was very emotional and very exciting, especially because there was a point where I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, we can't keep going like this. He can't live like this. It's not fair to him to be, you know, I felt like I was kind of torturing him every day. But Harvey's a really special horse. He's super sensitive. I feel like his bond has deepened with me as he went through that whole thing, and everyone at the barn now is like, oh, he's so cuddly, and he, like, now he just loves it if you scratch his ear, like, you can see how much he loves it. And this is a big deal because when he had his surgery, every day, you know, we had to twitch him, or at first we even had to drug him to be able to clean the area and to flush it out. And you know, it wasn't nice for him. It wasn't nice for him to be in the hospital and to have to get doctored every day. So anyways, that is what happened to Harvey. And I think every horse has issues. There's no such thing as a perfect horse. If you've had horses for a while, you know that they all go through something where they have some kind of an injury or an illness, and it's really scary. It's really hard. So love your horses. Every day you have with them is a gift, and stick with it. You know, listen to your vets, trust your gut. I think that's important as well. Do what's best for you and for your horse. Give them the best chance, but then also give yourself permission that if it's their time, it's their time. And because horses aren't like us, that's what tormented me about Harvey, is I couldn't say, like, okay, you're gonna go down to the hospital and they're gonna do this to you and you'll be stuck in a stall for a few days and it's okay, you get to come back home. You know, he didn't know and he was scared, and luckily he kept it together and he did well. But that's my best advice. Listen to your gut, listen to your horse, and hopefully you have a support system of family or friends, or we have a great online community. I'll put the link below where you can join our Facebook group. But anyways, good luck with your horses, and that is the story of Harvey.